What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today we're talking about setting up an ambush because a lot of people had asked about that in recent videos. And the state of the world today, you never know what knowledge you may need. This is something you need to watch, take some notes, because if the grid goes down, you may not be able to pull up YouTube to watch me teaching you this. Before we get in today's video, we're going to talk about Stinger shades. They sponsor today's video. Amazing high quality shades, very durable. These are the aviators. If you've seen a video a while back, my survival fitness videos, I was wearing the wraparounds with the color lenses. Very cool stuff as well. I do love aviator. I've always been an aviator fan. These things are virtually indestructible, and they're, ANSI rated, so you can wear them as range glasses. They're lightweight, very high quality. You can get 10% discount with code Black Scout and follow the link below, and I'll put that code down there for you as well. So talking about setting up an ambush, why will we want to do that? Well, an ambush is designed to surprise, overwhelm, and destroy the enemy, okay? I'm gonna take you down there to a terrain model, and we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to do a simple ambush setup. Looking down here at the terrain map here, we're gonna build one here just to show you guys. Like I said, an ambush is a surprise attack, and there's a few things we need to be looking for first in the area. We want to make sure we're not like in an open field. We want to have a choke point for the enemy to come through, something that gets them choked up on, right? So we need to do reconnaissance to get that intel. We need to get the information, know their habits, know their routes, okay? So like I said, you don't want to set up an open field, and we'll discuss that in a second. But the ambush will have three elements. We'll have the command, which is the leadership, the person in charge of the ambush. We'll have the assault team and the security team. That may not make sense right now, but it will in a second. When you first find the route that they're going for, like I said, you need to find a choke point, something that funnels them into an area. You need to make sure it's something they can't evac from. So maybe, this road right here, this is a linear ambush, and we'll discuss L shape here in a second. But we want something to block them up on one side. So, it could be water, could be a cliff, could be anything. We want something that they can't get cover onto. So let's say this is a cliff or something. They can't get up it. So we want something to block these guys up so they can't, run and go hide and get cover, because anybody getting shot is going to look for cover. So then we also want to look for ourselves. We want to find something with some good cover for ourselves. And maybe in like this area here, we got some good vegetation and things like that. So this will be our position, right? That's our cover, right? So we need to have cover because we don't want to be exposed, right? Now then we want to establish a rally point. Now this rally point will be where we start and initiate everything, like as far as the command and control of the operation. And it'll need to be at least 100 meters away from the ambush site. This is where we'll establish our plan. This also, because it's a rally point, we're going to link back up there with our team after an ambush is finished, right? So initially, the leader is going to do a leadership reconnaissance. He's going to take a security team with him, maybe another team leader or something like that. And he's going to go to the area and establish a reconnaissance, right? And he's going to have his two guys with him. And we're getting the help of our little army men here. And what he's going to do is when the leader's here establishing the kill zone. So he's going to say, this is the kill zone. He's going to establish the far right and left security, right? So he's going to place his security elements on the fringe here. What they would do is cover the flanks of the assault team, right? So they will also act as an early warning system. This security stays in place in the kill zone, awaiting the rest of the team to arrive. So normally we would set up something like claymores along the route here, because that'll be what we kick off with the assault, the ambush. The claymores will fire, then we'll fire, right? But because we don't have claymores, so we won't set them up, so we'll skip that step, right? So since we don't have that, the leader will start the ambush, right? So he's gonna go back and he's gonna go get his team. So now he's going to get his team and place them with overlapping lanes of fire. Usually a 3-to-1 ratio over the enemy because you want to, overcome them with firepower, but we may not have that. So what we want to make sure we're doing though is that we've got overlapping lanes of fire here. So this guy's funnel of fires here is overlapping this guy's, right? Usually an ambush will last anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes or until all movement has ceased of the enemy, okay? Like I said, natural and man-made obstacles can be used to restrict the enemy movement, and it can provide partial cover and security for the attacker. So we got to be careful about that. Like I said, we don't want them to have something they can get cover on, or something that may be thin cover, something that bullets will go through, thin concealment, I should say. But we want to make sure that we don't have any blank spots in that kill zone. If it's a vehicle ambush, like if a vehicle comes through here, what we're going to do is we're going to try to disable the first and the last vehicle, and that will trap the rest of the team in the kill zone, and then we'll saturate that area with fire. So let's go ahead and set up our enemy. So we got our kill zone established here. Enemy comes through. So once the enemy makes it here, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and bombard them, saturate them with fire in these lanes, right? The security is gonna keep eyes and ears open to make sure no one can come in here and ambush us, right? The leader is down here with the team. So once the ambush is ended, you can do a few things. It can end maybe because the enemy has retreated beyond the kill zone, or if the ambush is unsuccessful, we may need to get out of here. That's why it's important to have an escape route from our ambush location. We want to have an easy way to get out. We don't want to have to climb up a cliff to get out of it, right? But the evac we're going to do, or the exfil, is going to be done in stages, right? First, the assault and command element will leave. So they're going to leave, and they're going to go back to the rally point. And if necessary, the security elements will provide cover fire if needed, if the enemy is pursuing us, right? The security element will use, fire combined with movement to slow them down. So we may want to go ahead and split up. We may have to split to have like an evasion plan. Maybe the security team goes this way to draw these guys this way. We come loop back around, and we can set up another defense plan there. I've got a video on that before. And then get out of there, evade out of there. So kind of like throw them off track, get out of here, and then we escape this way. So that is essentially a linear ambush. Now on the chance it's an L shape, the only thing we'll do is add another man here firing in this direction so they can't leave the box from this angle. So we'll be lined up here and then have a team, part of the assault team here, to fire this way, so that way all lanes, pretty much the gist is you want to cover all lanes of the kill zone, so that way the enemy cannot get out of it. So anyhow, guys, that is setting up an ambush. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a lot. Take some notes. Internet may not always be available. Anyhow, guys, leave a comment below. Help the algorithm, help us fight these commies. And as always, thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.